Welcome to this short video on basic features and functions of Microsoft Excel. We'll start by entering some basic information in a cell here on this worksheet. The Microsoft Excel program, the file itself is called a workbook, but individual worksheets can be created down here below. So I'll select cell A1 and I'll put information in here such as name, address, phone number, now I can change the font size of these cells. Say I want to change it to 12. I also want to change the type of font, so I made it Arial 12. I can also change the alignment, and for this example I'm going to align to the right and align horizontally within the cell. Now you may find sometimes where the information you put into the cell takes up more room that is available within that cell. So for instance, we'll have a category called miscellaneous. Notice that once it's aligned to the right, it cuts it off to the left here. You can fix this in several ways. You can manually change the column width by dragging the column back and forth here. You can right click and specify a column width, or once your cursor, when you're in the column field, cursor changes to the double arrow, you double click and it will automatically resize the column to contain all that information in the cell. Now notice that this information that I put in here automatically formatted to the previous cell's format, Arial 12. So if I had information down here, say for instance I write the word example, notice it is Calibri 11. You can use Format Painter to select the format that you would like this cell to be changed to. So for instance I will select cell A1, Format Painter, then click cell C4 and it automatically formats that cell to Arial 12. Now a couple of features for Excel. These are called worksheets and the default name is sheet 1. So I want to rename this. I right click, rename, and I want to call this, say I want to call this information. Okay. So I also need a couple of more worksheets, and I will add new sheets by clicking on the plus symbol here. And then right click, rename. Let's say we'll call this one data. So notice it's blank, and now my information worksheet still contains the information that I put in cell range A1 to A4. Now other features and functions of Excel, we can import data. We can import information from a text file. We can import data from another Excel file or other various file formats. So I believe in your project you will have to import a data file. To do that, you will select data, and we will get that data from a text or CSV, comma separated value. So I select that, and now Excel gives me the option to go find the file that I want to get the data from, and this one called engines. I select import, and in Excel 2016 you'll have a different option that's displayed here. It shows you how it will format the data. In this particular example I have 4 columns of information about some cars that talks about the miles per gallon, the number of cylinders the engine has, I believe the horsepower of the engine, and then the weight of that particular vehicle. So I believe this is correct, so I'll say load. And now in Excel 2016, it will display this data in the form of a table. Notice that within the range in Excel that the data was input, from cell range A1 all the way down to the bottom here, and it looks like it's going to go all the way to 339. So D330, 339. It has put a table, which is fine. Notice that when you're in a table, your Table Tools Design tab pops up, and the table name is displayed here on the left. If you click out of the table in Excel, your Table Tools Design tab will go away. So we can keep this in the form of a table, and sometimes tables are treated differently in Excel. Notice also when we're in a table, we have the filter buttons available. So if I only wanted to see engines that have 6 cylinders, I select that, OK, and notice only those rows with information about 6-cylinder engines are displayed. And that's filtering. So I will select all again, and now I can see all the information that I had previous. Another thing you might do in Excel is called sorting. So you can select Custom Sort. Notice that when you select Custom Sort, the entire data range is highlighted. It must be highlighted because if you select and sort only one column, then that column will be the only one that is sorted according to the levels that you choose over here, but nothing else will go along with it, so your data will be mismatched. So I want to sort first by cylinder, values smallest to largest, and then I can also add a level, and let's say I want to sort next by miles per gallon from largest to smallest, and click OK. Sorting rearranges my data now. It doesn't filter any, it still displays all the data, but is now arranged. Sort arranged the data now how I specified I wanted to see it. First, by cylinders, okay, from low to high, and then miles per gallon from high to low. So that's just a couple of features Excel has that you may use in your projects and your coursework. And next I will try to display some other features, some more advanced Excel functions that you might be using.